Previously on podcast. I'm your host, Jillian Banani, and joining me once again today, the man who had to explain to me what Aperture is. It's my husband, Tyler Branch.
It's the thing on the camera that, like, you know, it blocks and lets the light in. It gets bigger. It's like your pupil is in your eye.
I got it when she said it, and I was like, I do know what that is, but it just took me a minute, you know?
It lets the light in, as you would say.
We love that. What a message to a wonderful song and single. And that's right, guys. We are here to talk about the big new album from a former One Direction member. Yes, it's a Louis Tomlinson podcast. Just kidding. Tough beat.
You said he has an album coming out right now, right?
Yes, and we support that. We support all former One Direction members in their individual endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
Great album by Louis.
That's not number one priority in the queue at the moment for you.
No, I mean, there's just so much going on. You know, I have to discuss mine and Zoë Kravitz's soulmate, Harry Styles.
I was like, am I Zoë Kravitz's soulmate? No.
Sorry,
your soulmate is Harry Styles.
Your soulmate number 2, okay? I mean, I've just known Harry longer.
Yeah.
He's been in my life for more years, 15 years at this point.
I understand.
Which is a long time. So
well,
I feel
wish
very
I could dress
connected
like him.
to him. Yeah, we all do. We all wish we could pull off what he pulls off. He makes everything look cool. And Zoe can get in line behind the rest of us at this point.
Understood.
No, I like them together. They're cute.
It's a good-looking couple. No doubt about it.
I know. I think sometimes I'm like, that's just all it takes. Where I'm like, oh, they're cute.
I don't think you need to know anything about their relationship. It's just like, wow, those two look good.
Two very cool people dating each other. I'm behind it.
Sure.
I'm in. Harry Styles is releasing his 4th album, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. And he announced his 3rd tour, Together. I have not stopped talking about this since all this news has come out. It feels like every day we're getting something new from him, which, thank God, this is what we need right now.
I can testify that you have not stopped talking about it since he first. There was like some video he posted a while back, right? Of like where it was like, "We belong together." Was like,
yeah.
I remember you sending me that, just screaming, being like,
I was like,
I think
something's
he's coming
happening.
back.
And he has come back with a force.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot has happened in like a week's time span.
Yeah. Basically, Jillian has not stopped talking about Harry Styles since he launched his new press tour for his album. So I said, hey, let's just get on a mic and you can let me have it. You can tell me all the thoughts that you keep running in and telling me and sending me constant. Last time I opened my like Instagram messages, it was just like the full thing was like Harry Styles stories you'd sent me.
Well, you know, this is just my personality for 2026. So you're just going to have to get used to it.
Yeah. So this is a slightly different broadcast, but trust me, it's for me as much as it is for anyone to just let her get it all out.
He was like, let's all put this into one thing instead of me having to hear about it all day, every day. So today we're opening the pod. We're going to do a quick chat / me women-splaining to Tyler everything about Harry Styles, everything going on right now. Then we have a fun game to play. Me and Tyler are going to do a needle drop draft.
I am excited for this.
We are going to draft 5 iconic TV show moments, but change the soundtrack to a Harry Styles song. This is going to be fun. I'm really excited.
You got me really excited for that. I can't wait to get into that. So let's get all these thoughts out of the way. Because like last night, I was deep in Spotify, just working on my playlist, trying to get the right mix of that for TV moments. So I'm excited for the draft here in just a little bit. That's really what I'm here for.
We had to be separate.
I was prepping for it like it was a fantasy football draft. I want to win this thing.
We are taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
And no Harry songs or moments can be reused, so it's going to get competitive. We're both pretty competitive. And then you guys are going to get to vote on the winner, which will be fun. So we'll explain more about that later. But let's get into a little bit more about Harry. Because as I said, this guy came back with a vengeance. He was nowhere. He was gone for 4 years. He's been running marathons. He's been seeing the Pope. He's just been walking around a lot.
How long's it been?
4 years.
Oh, okay. That is longer than I thought. Well, I remember you going to all those Harry Styles concerts.
Yeah.
Like it was basically right at the end of the pandemic. It was just all of a sudden, it was just so many Harry Styles concerts.
Well, Harry did his run at MSG, the 15 shows, and I went to 4 of those 15 shows. And I was at the last one, and it just actually came up in my memories on my phone, that show, and it said 4 years ago. So I think it's like 3 or 4 years. Okay. For me, I'm basing this off of the last time I saw him.
You have to have seen him in person for it to count.
Yeah. Yeah. The last time I personally saw him was 4 years ago. Great show, a highlight of my life. And then lately we've just
that's when y'all were all in the feather boas. Y'all were doing the whole. That's when it was huge on TikTok.
It was a really fun time.
Yeah,
life was good.
Wow, he's had it's like he went to college. He's been like gone for a little while.
It kind of did feel that way a little bit. Like it's like we've just been watching him live his life, which good for him. He does deserve that.
Yeah,
he's been touring a lot. And
he's been running like crazy all over the world.
Literally running. Like running many marathons. Yeah. Never thought I would be deep diving his like marathon run times, comparing it to other runners.
Our friend Matt can't quit talking about it. Every once in a while, he'll just out of nowhere be like, I just can't believe Harry Styles can run a sub 3-hour marathon.
It's pretty impressive.
It is.
He's so talented.
Okay.
So many facets to him.
This is really going to turn into that old SNL sketch of just the Chris Farley show of just, it's so awesome. He's just so awesome.
Right. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So he now has a tour coming up, a new album announcement that will be coming out in March. Yeah. Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. Great title. And we have the single. We have the first song, Aperture.
Wait, and on the tour, all the shows are in New York, right? Like his whole U.S. tour?
All the U.S. shows all the in U.S. New York City, which
all the U.S.
This
shows
is causing me
a
great deal
He's hitting
of
other places in the world, but for the United States, he's only in New York right now. Is what it's going to be.
So everyone's going to be flying in.
30
it's
shows.
Be like everyone in the U.S. trying to get tickets to these shows, which this is causing me heart palpitations.
Would you like to give out any tips to the listeners on how they could best get tickets to Harry Styles' residency at Madison Square Garden?
I'm sorry. I can't do that. It is every man for themselves.
You're not going to give one tip?
I need to gatekeep my secrets. There's really no secrets. It's a luck of the draw, honestly. But
you got in multiple shows last time. Throw them a tip.
And
Tell them how you do it.
I want to go again. I think this is my toxic trait. I think that since I've been to every single one of his tours, including One Direction, I bought tickets to all of them. I think that I should be able to get tickets.
You won't throw our listeners a bone and give them just a few tips from a pro at getting these concert
If you want
tickets.
some tips, DM me and maybe I'll give you some. But I can't just say this to anybody because I know it's gonna be bad. Because we have friends being like, "Oh, I'd like to see Harry Styles," and it's like, get in line, girls.
No, baby, you gotta open the tent. Be excited that more people like Harry Styles and want to see him.
I know this is a toxic trait of mine. I know it's not great, but this is just how I am. This is how I feel about it.
You think no one should be allowed to go who wasn't like a big One Direction fan back in the days, basically?
No, not even that far. I'm not that, gatekeepy about it. But I just think that like if there has to be like a line for tickets or something, like I should be able to jump forward in the line. That's how I feel.
Psychotic. You are such a gatekeeper.
You're learning some things here today.
Wow.
Yeah. How do you feel about my love for Harry Styles? I feel like I have Harry as my phone background. Okay. I have always had Harry Styles as my phone background. This is nothing new.
You just always have. So I never really think about it. I'm just like, ever since I met you, you were like this.
Well, what's funny is I actually started talking to Tyler more when he told me he had once met One Direction.
I have met One Direction.
Through work. It was through a work thing. But when you told me that, I was suddenly very intrigued by you. And you were like, are you okay?
They put me in a room with One Direction and told me to hang out in case they need anything. And for me to be able to take care of that. And at the time, I was like, wow, these are some rowdy boys. They were like horse playing.
That's like my dream come true. Would have been being in a room and being like, take care of whatever they need. Like that's where fan fiction was born.
I forgot about that. I did casually mention that to you one day, and you really locked in.
And then I was like, okay, I guess I'll talk to this guy more. I'm intrigued.
I didn't have any connection to Harry
It didn't matter. It didn't matter. You were in the room. In the room where the magic happens.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the new song, Aperture.
Oh, I love it. It's great.
So good. Different sound. We're getting all dancey. Yeah. I'm ready to disco.
Well, I got to be honest. Even though you have loved One Direction and Harry Styles ever since I met you, I probably didn't really come around to like Harry Styles being someone that I play on my own, like on my own playlist. Even though I'd like heard you play him a lot. Yeah. Probably until Harry's House, the last album.
Yeah.
And it's just
you liked Harry's House.
I'm like a Paul Simon fan. So like I do think the vibe of that, the very Paul Simon vibe, like really like sucked me in. And then I went backwards and became a bigger fan of his previous albums from that. So I do like Harry's music. I don't know anything about him like you do, but like I do like he shows up regularly in my playlist on Spotify.
I wore you down. We got you to really be a fan. And I feel like even when we listened to like his first album, Harry Styles, you like a lot of those songs. I do like. Too.
I've come around to that first album a lot. I like it.
You can go for tickets. We'll allow that then.
You're willing to let
I'm willing to let you get in the line.
But what I do like about this new song Aperture is that it is so dancey. And I've always thought one of the toughest, one of the oddest things about Harry Styles fandom is it's usually like a room full of just screaming, excited women. At least that's what it like mostly used to be. And then Harry playing like a rock ballad, like a slow song. And it's always just like these girls going like, and Harry just like,
I know. So
I do think it's fun if he's leaning more into a slightly dancier album.
Well, so that was my experience at his first solo show at Radio City, which is where I got this sweatshirt from.
Yeah.
This was his first solo show. He comes out. We are all screaming. We're all so excited. Like the energy in the room was like very high.
Oh, yeah.
And then he comes out with his guitar and starts singing. I think it was like Meet Me in the Hallway. And it was just like not the vibe of like our energy. We needed to meet energies.
Yeah.
And it was just, I just remember being like, he's got to kind of switch this up somehow because he is like a rock star. We want to scream for him. We want him to prance around. And I feel like he really did find that more like with Love on Tour. And he kind of found out that more balance. But I feel like with this new album, it's going to be dancey, screamy, like just vibes all around.
No, I mean, it's a great vibe. And you sent me a thing where he was saying that part of the inspiration for Aperture in this new album was like seeing LCD Sound System live, which you and I have seen live.
Yeah.
And I will say, you do leave their shows being like, wow, that was some energy. Because it is just lights flashing, your ears are ringing, like everyone's losing it in there. So
it's fun.
I do think it was probably him thinking like, how do I maintain like rock star, but bring the energy that my fans are bringing to these shows? So it's fun.
And I think he just wants everyone to have fun. Like he wants his shows to be a release. He wants everybody to dance and just like let loose for this time.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. I like that he gives that to us.
Yeah.
And I also do think with Aperture, I like that it is a dancey song, but I like what he's saying with it. I think it's a lot about too him being like holed up in hotel rooms, like on tour, not being able to like go out and live a life. And it's about really him letting that light in and being with people, being together, and not being like holed up and scared of it.
Well, you got me to watch the music video, and I was like, which I thought was really fun. I love how like weird his music videos are. But first thing I was like, wow, this kind of reminds me of like Weapon of Choice which is a great music video. I highly recommend people check out. The like Spike Jonze directed Fatboy Slim song from like way back in the day. But like when I used to live with my buddies, I remember we would regularly put it on when we would be clipping at night because it's just like Christopher walking along in a hotel, just going on a crazy dance spree. So I thought that was very cool. But then watching it, I was like, I feel like this is partly like he's running from that stalker guy or what he's imagining to be a stalker guy. He's running from the outside world or fame or whatever you want to call it. And then it is like, this doesn't have to be so hostile. It seems to be what he's saying. Like, instead of us fighting, what if I run head first into your enthusiasm and you coming at me? And we dance. Yeah. And I feel like that's what the album seems to be about.
Yeah. Let's dance. I really love that.
Yeah. Because I mean, really you were saying that he seems to be engaging with the real world a lot more in his time off than he was before.
I mean, I don't know the amount of steps he's getting in a day, but he is just walking all over all the time.
He's around in that fitness circle many times a day.
And I think I'm just like, how is he really able to do that? But I think he just was like, I just have to. And maybe the more times that I do, am just seen out and about walking, people won't care as much then.
Smart.
I feel like we are seeing a lot of pop stars, and by a lot, I'm thinking of Taylor Swift and Harry Styles mainly in here. But I feel like we're seeing them this year more embrace living a life and not living so much in isolation. Like we're seeing that with Taylor and Travis. Like we see her more like going out and not being so like not like we see her walking about all the time. Like there is limits, but it's nice to see them enjoy living life.
Taylor Swift's probably a little jealous that he's able to just walk around with like a ball cap and sunglasses and disappear into the world. Like, you know, there's that clip of her sneaking into a Kansas City Chiefs game with a mask on. And I feel like everyone's like, is that Taylor Swift? Like, she's pretty hard to blend in.
She was like, I just walked right in. And I'm like, no, but everybody saw it was you.
Like Harry is able to just kind of run around. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited for the rest of the album now that we have the single. We kind of can feel the dancey vibe. Even in interviews, I think that's really what he's talking about a lot. So I'm excited. I'm ready for it.
I'm all for it. It's a fun song.
Now I don't have to follow his marathons as much anymore. I have something else to follow.
You were pretending you cared about running. Now you're ready for some music.
Well, the problem is I was like, should I run a marathon? Harry seems to just be doing it. Should I do it?
No, babe.
It's a toxic trait.
Well, I wrote down some questions for you about Harry Styles. Sort of my own little Tyler's Take section here. I just want to ask you, before I get into the questions, let me tell you one thing. When I was Googling him, his like Men's Health article showed up about Harry Styles' workout routine, and it seemed to be the most excruciating thing I'd ever seen. Let me tell you, this is the warm-up before he even gets to working out. Like, and he's working out with like, you know, all these like kettlebells and just all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The warm-up is a slow jog for 20 to 30 minutes, and then within 8 minutes, complete 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats, and then run 1 mile as fast as possible. And then he's warmed up for the workout. That was
just a warm-up?
Yes, that's the warm-up. That doesn't even count as part of the workout, he says. That's the warm-up.
I would die.
I think I'd go to the hospital if I had to.
How often does he do this?
I mean, he seems to do it regularly, many times a week.
Wow. Good for him. Well, that's why he's running these marathons so well.
His trainer said that he runs the mile in about 5 minutes and was within the range of professional soccer players he trains on how fast he was.
Wow. That is like kind of wild.
Dude's in good shape.
He's going to be running all over that stage, isn't he? I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, you were sending me things about conspiracies of that his tour is built around marathons. So he can go run marathons.
I know. I'm like, why am I getting this? Like, I'm getting fed marathon stuff all the
really
time now.
You're really following the marathon circuit.
I know,
all right. Here are my questions I had for you.
Okay.
Do you think Harry Styles had a hair transplant?
Oh, wow. You're really like
coming in with
Diane
a hot one.
Sawyering me, aren't you?
Yeah. You know, this is something I'm personally obsessed with.
We talk a lot about men's hairlines.
The amount of times I send you like before and after of men's hairlines, especially actors, where I'm like, good for them, but I wish they'd talk about it and tell me what they did.
I mean, I kind of assume a lot of men in Hollywood, have a hair transplant. I do think Harry got one, and as he should.
Good for him.
I'm happy for him. Good for him. I do think he got one because the hair is looking very, very good. Not like it was ever looking bad.
Well, there were all those conspiracies that Harry Styles is bald, right?
I didn't think he was ever bald.
No, I know, but I'm sure he saw that and didn't love that.
I know. It's kind of sad.
He's like,
was he bullied into doing this?
I know. We bullied him into a hair transplant. I think the hair looks amazing. Whatever he did.
So good.
I was zooming in on it the other day with him doing his press, and you could just see like it's such a smooth hairline at the front. I was like, it looks good. Yeah. Good for him.
Well, I think he kind of had to do it now before, something like bad happened, know?
And he's just, he's got the money and stuff. He did it he probably did it like really well. He probably got a lot. Well, they charge you by the amount of hairs you take out and resew in. Wow. And it's like money's.
Things I didn't know.
Money's no option because they'll like take hairs out of the back of your head and resew them into the top. And so it's like the more you do, the more expensive it gets because it's such like intensive stuff.
He was like, take everything you got.
Maybe we're wrong, maybe he didn't. Yeah. But I think his hair looks incredible, and so I would assume he probably did, and good for him. This is just something I'm personally obsessed with. Whenever we saw Will Arnett in The Sopranos that time, we gasped where he was like almost bald.
You've not gotten over that, yeah.
I was like, wow, his hair looks great now compared to that.
It really does, yeah. Good for them. Good for anybody who does it.
Do you think Harry Styles is done with acting?
That's a good question.
He kind of hasn't done anything since he had that run of like, when he was in Olivia
Don't Worry,
Wilde's
Darling,
movie,
The
Don't
Policeman.
Worry, Darling, and My Policeman, yeah. And he hasn't done anything since, I think.
I think he's taking a break from it for sure. Not to say never, but it doesn't seem to be a priority for him. I don't know if he loves it as much as he loves doing music. I think if he ever needs a break from music, he'll do it. But I don't think he needs or wants a break from music right now. I think he needed a break just from like working in general for a little bit, and he wanted to like live life. And I could see him maybe years from now like needing a break from music and then maybe doing more acting or something. But at least for now, I don't think I think he's kind of over it a little bit.
Well, I think if you don't love doing it, don't do it. Like I don't think you need it as a pop star. Like
I know.
I've told you my theory about how it's interesting that Beyonce and Taylor Swift became much bigger stars when they stopped acting altogether.
Yeah.
Because there's something that makes you feel like even more above it all when you're just, we never see you except you doing your thing.
Right. And that's you. Mm-hmm. Like that's you on stage. Yeah. So I do think it's, I don't know if it's really like worth it for him to do it right now.
What do you think is his best performance?
Definitely Dunkirk. I mean, when I saw Dunkirk, I was like, whoa, he's
amazing
good.
in Dunkirk.
Really good. I was blown away. Truly. I thought he was so good in it. Which was kind of a shock. I think we all went into that being like, oh, I wonder what this will be like. I also didn't think he was going to have such a big role. So that was surprising.
We talked about doing a draft of this before we came up with what we're doing. And what would you recast Harry in one of your favorite recent shows as? Like if you could recast a part in a recent show, what would you cast?
Oh, God. That's a good question. That's really hard.
All right, let me tell you mine. Scott Hunter in Heated Rivalry. Because he's always running. He's running down the streets in New York. Wouldn't that have been amazing if it was in episode 3 of Heated Rivalry? It cut to Harry Styles just running.
That's a good one.
That would have been good.
That's a good one. You know what I would say?
What?
This is controversial.
Lay it on me.
I think he would have been a good Jeremiah Fisher.
Oh, wow.
I think he would enjoy could have brought the charisma to that role, but also kind of brought the like emotions to it too.
If he was playing Jeremiah Fisher, I think you would have just been psychotically still Team Jeremiah in season 3, no matter what he did.
It would have changed the game. Like I don't think it should have happened, but
he would have loved playing up a little more like villainous, like role in that.
Yeah, I think he could have been good in that.
Jeremiah was redeemed, but there's an arc in season 3 where he's kind of villainous,
you still feel like, burned by him, so. Scott Hunter's a good one.
Yeah,
they should put him in season 2 if he did Rivalry somehow.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about.
Isn't there a singer character in one of the books of He Did Rivalry?
Oh, is there? Well, I haven't read them.
Am I making that up?
You might be right. I think you are right.
I'm like, is this a fanfic that I read or is this real life?
You got to catch up on the Game Changer books so you can tell me.
Yeah, I think there is a singer character. And maybe like he's not that character, but maybe he's like
so you're saying
friends with the singer. He just comes in as like a little like cameo. I think if he does continue acting, he should just be doing like supporting cameo roles.
Yeah.
Like imagine him coming in, chewing up scenery for like 10 minutes and getting out. Like that's what he should be doing.
Yeah. I mean, he's not bad in like Don't Worry, Darling. I think
I just think
when I saw that movie in the theaters and it cuts to like incel Harry Styles, spoiler alert for Don't Worry, Darling. But when it cuts to like him with like his long hair and looking like a sad boy, I feel like people snickered a little bit because they were like, Harry Styles ain't this guy. Harry Styles too attractive and charismatic.
He can't even pretend to be an incel. Like it's just not right for him at all. But I think he should come in as like a kooky supporting character, like a freak for 10 minutes of something and then get out. That's if he acts, that's what he should do. He should be doing like Alexander Skarsgård roles, like that.
Yeah.
Where like I'm coming in, I'm playing myself for one episode, like Alexander Skarsgård did in Atlanta.
Oh, that's great.
Or something like that, where it's like he's kind of poking fun at himself or something.
That is funny. We like that.
Yeah.
I was Googling what relationships Harry's been in since his Olivia Wilde, like back in his last thing. And it was basically, I don't know if he's in relationships with any of these people, but there were like page 6 articles about him with Imrata, him with Taylor Russell, him with Olivia Dean, and now with Zoë Kravitz. And I was just going to ask if you ship him and Zoë Kravitz. It sounds like you kind of do.
I do. Again, they both
Who knows if they're
so
even
cool.
together? I feel like they don't really talk about it. Even that soulmates thing you were referring to, I feel like is all like sources close. Like I don't think, I don't know. We don't really know anything.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people thought that he was their soulmate. I think Taylor Swift thought that at one point.
You really hung up on the soulmate. Taylor Swift thought that. Wow.
When she was like 20.
Yeah. Are we finally over asking Harry about his sexuality, do you think?
God, I hope so. I mean, can we just stop asking everybody about their sexuality? Like, I'm exhausted by it.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. Like, just let people live.
Yeah. Well, I saw in like the David Bowie documentary I watched that he really regretted saying he was bisexual at one point and just wished he'd never even addressed it. And I'm sure Harry knows this stuff and is like, I just don't want to talk about all this. Like,
I do think that has a big part of why he doesn't really want to open up about it. Like we have past examples of this and it did not go well for those
David
people.
Bowie,
like why would you want to like put yourself through that?
Because people really hold you to what you say. It's what we were saying about the Heated Rivalry guys. Like we were like, guys, don't talk much about it because people will remember and hold on to whatever you say.
And just like, who cares? You know, it is just like, what does anybody really care?
Yeah.
Like,
you want to be honest with me and let me know if you ever read any Larry Stylinson fanfic back in the day?
I actually did not.
Yeah.
I was not a Larry Stylinson girly. I think it was just too much. Like it was like people were really, really into it. And I mean, to the point where like I think it ruined Harry and Louis's friendship because it just like ate at them so much because people took it way too seriously. Like it wasn't just fun and games. I've read a lot of Harry Styles fanfic though.
Like the idea of you stuff? Is that like,
what?
Is it a lot of like idea of you that
yes.
That
it's
kind of stuff?
a lot of like, yeah, he meets a random girl who's like in college and he lives this like, boy band life.
Yeah.
And it's them like making it work. It's like him dating like a normal girl. It's a lot of the fanfic that I read.
But don't you think the like him and Louis stuff kind of probably influenced now here over a decade later, like he did Rivalry and stuff like that? Don't you think? I mean, of just getting people. I feel like probably a lot of people, that was the first time they were reading like two men in secret relationships kind of stuff and thinking about that.
That's true.
So even if it was toxic at the time, like I do feel like it's been kind of, recaptured and reinterpreted into a more positive way in the culture.
I think though too that was an instance of like a lot of girls really shipping those two guys together.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm not super shocked about women like loving heated rivalry and whatnot. Like this isn't the first instance where
this ain't our first rodeo with two men in a secret relationship.
We love it. We eat it up.
All right, that's enough. That's all my questions. I'm ready for this draft because I want to take you down. The Needle Drop Draft, Harry Styles edition. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Fun.
You're going down. I'm going to be so embarrassed if I lose this. So we talked about ranking Harry Styles needle drops in shows and movies, but there really are not that many, which is shocking to me because I feel like a lot of his songs are made to be in a TV show.
I know. It's weird he's not in more. I don't know if he charges a lot or doesn't approve a lot, but like it's shocking there aren't more.
I'm truly very curious about it. So directors, please use Harry more. I mean, when we get Sign of the Times in The Summer I Turned Pretty, it was huge. We were all so excited.
I was going to say that was kind of the only one I could think of off the top of my head was Sign of the Times in the next to last episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty.
And just so everyone knows, needle drops are when a song starts playing for a big scene, just in case like you have no idea what we're talking about.
That's true.
So we decided, because there's not enough Harry Styles needle drops, we are going to make up some Harry Styles needle drops. Basically like making a Harry Styles edit.
We kind of are. We kind of were like, you got me into this fangirl mentality, but I wanna win this. So I was really studying last night of what Harry songs would go well in different TV moments.
Well, my problem when I was coming up with this was I kept being like, oh, this would be really good over like a montage. And then I was oh, it's because I'm making a fan edit.
You are making a fan edit.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
But this is, we imagine we're the actual show creators. And instead of using the song people used in this iconic scene or whatever, we are going to put a Harry Styles song in there. And this is outside of time. It's okay that the Harry Styles song may have come out after the episode or whatever. Time is irrelevant in this draft.
So
because I asked about that. I was like, what are the rules? We're going to really lay out the rules here for me to compete.
So we each get the chance to improve 5 iconic TV songs, swapping with the song from the Harry Styles track. So the TV scene has to be from a show that we've talked about on this podcast. So the previously on universe. So that includes older teen dramas from like the early 2000s. That includes all the newer shows today. And then after the draft, we're going to throw together a quick cut of scenes that we each selected and drafted. And we're going to see those scenes redone with the Harry Styles song. So you will be able to really get immersed in this draft.
Yeah. We'll put the link in the description so people can watch Jillian's
and
5 iconic scenes with Harry Styles songs and then my 5 iconic scenes with Harry Styles. And vote for me.
Or vote for me. Support women and vote for me.
Oh my, this is unfair.
What?
You're already working the refs.
What? Vote for me and I'll give you advice on how to get Harry Styles tickets.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous because you told me you get the number 1 pick because it's your podcast.
Yeah.
And that already makes me nervous because I've only seen so many things. It's not like I've seen everything you've covered on
Right.
this podcast like you have. So you certainly have a bigger pool to pull from.
But I'm nervous too because you were doing a lot of studying, and
that you saw me. I was in that mode of making spreadsheets like I did before my fantasy football draft. Needle drop draft fantasy or fantasy Harry edition. Here we go. All right, and you're going to keep track of it, right? You're going to put it here in the doc. I see.
Yeah, I'll try.
I see it. All right, with the number one pick to choose her both iconic moment and her Harry Styles song she's putting under the iconic moment. And once again, we cannot reuse it. So if you take a song off the board, I can't pick it, which could really hurt me. So here we go. Giddy up.
All right.
The number one
draft pick. My pick, Aperture for the heated rivalry club scene.
Oh, this is brutal. My number one thing on the doc was Aperture.
I knew it. Did you have it in the heated rivalry club scene?
I did not have it in the heated rivalry club scene. So I think I wrote down this when I had that as my pick. My number one pick was Aperture. I was going to say that I thought all the things she says works really well in the club scene. And it's so edited to that where I would have put Aperture is the very final scene of Heated Rivalry when they get in the car together and are driving off in the sunset. And it's like, we got bad things to do. I thought that would have been so cool if Aperture would have been there. Like if we'd gotten Aperture a little earlier and it's like, we belong together. Like we belong together riding off in the sunset.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But using it in the club scene would be so fun. That'll look cool.
Look, obviously, I love all the things she said in that scene. It's so iconic. But I do just think like Aperture is a clubby, dancey sounding song, but with lyrics of "We belong together." They were apart at this moment, staring at each other. Imagine that "We belong together" over it, and the "Let the light in."
Yeah.
I just think that would have, like, I got chills just thinking about it.
No,
I think it would have been
It's going to look very
cool.
cool when you're at it. I'm very upset you got Aperture. Aperture was my number one pick too, because I was like, this would go so well on a TV show.
I think we're going to see it in some shows, hopefully, because I think it would work really well.
Wow. Strategy here. What do I pick next? No.
Oh my God. He's freaking out. I knew I had to make that the number one pick.
I am... Okay, I am going to stick with Heated Rivalry.
Okay.
I am going to do, this was my backup, is in episode 3, the Scott and Kip montage. When they're like, you see the whole like of their relationship, like Scott coming home to Kip, all that. I would change that. Again, Heated Rivalry mostly uses Canadian bands, so this was like a Canadian band in that song. And I would do, it's Lumiere is the song that's in it, but I would switch that to Late Night Talking. And Harry Styles Late Night Talking for Scott and Kip montage, where it's like, it's only been a couple of days and I miss you.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that would be
that would have been
very good for our like getting to know Scott and Kip montage. So the number 2 pick, Scott and Kip's relationship montage to Late Night Talking.
I'm mad that you took Late Night Talking.
I knew I needed to get it off the board. That's why I picked that number 2.
So
I was like, she's going to try to use Late Night Talking. Where would you have used it?
I had it wacky. Okay. I mean, I had a wacky moment for this, but I think it could have worked. The Maxton Hall season 1 dance scene, Moth to a Flame, which is like so iconic.
Yeah.
But Late Night Talking could have been good in that moment because they're kind of doing a like more of a like quirky kind of dance. It goes with their dancing, and the song is about being infatuated in a new relationship.
Yeah.
So I did think that really would have worked with where James and Ruby were at that time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a silly song, and like they're being silly in the moment. So I know that's a little wacky.
Yeah, no, I think that would have been good. I'm glad I got Late Night Talking off the board. Are you using any more Hated Rivalries or no?
No.
Okay. Well, The other things I'd considered for Heated Rivalry is obviously Scott brings Kip on the Ice to the Wolf Parade song.
But wait, you can still use this if you needed to.
Oh, but I don't have it on my list anymore, so I was just going to talk about them.
Oh, okay.
But you're not.
But what if I decide to I don't know?
I said, you just told me you're not using another Heated Rivalry scene.
But what if at the last minute I run out and I need something?
Okay, I'll save all the honorable mentions for the end.
Yeah.
I was just going to say the Bring 'Em on the Ice, I think, is very hard to beat what they used.
I agree.
It was the callback to the original and the name of the app and everything. So that was my other thing I considered. But I'll save all my honorable mentions for later. With the number 3 pick. Okay, number 1, you picked Aperture for the Heated Rivalry club scene. I picked Late Night Talking for the Scott and Kip montage. Both Heated Rivalry. Our top 2 picks. All right. Number 3 pick. What's your iconic moment?
I'm already changing my order on this.
Oh, I know. I am spinning out. I've already
spinning out.
It's the Mike Tyson quote. Everyone's got a plan till they get punched in the face.
I know.
I'm scrambling.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm drafting As It Was from Harry's House.
Yeah, off the board.
In the Conrad and Belly shopping at Michael's scene in Conrad's POV app.
Yep.
I know Linger is a great song in this moment. Yep. I get it. But As It Was is a song about holding on to things. It's a song about longing.
Mm-hmm.
And Connie Baby is really longing in this episode.
They were. Oh, that is going to be good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in that moment too, it's when he's looking at flowers that, later on we learn were at Belly's house in the guest room he stayed in. So I just feel like that song would have been really good in that moment of him just longing for her, yearning.
Yep.
And also the lyric "In This World, It's Just Us." That's how I felt it was when they were at Michael's.
Yeah.
In that world, it was just the 2 of them.
It's a great pick. It's going to be great in the edit. So your edit gets to open with the club scene from Heated Rivalry and then Ellie and Conrad shopping at Michael's. I feel like I'm in trouble already.
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm doing a good job. Well, I had to choose the Michael's scene. We've talked about it all year. We always go back to Michael's.
I'm starting to think this ain't your first fan edit. You know what you're doing.
We'll see. We'll see.
Wow, that's a great pick. That'd be great. As It Was, great song. Again, some bangers are off the board now. Aperture, Late Night Talking, As It Was.
We are picking a lot of the singles and big songs already.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going for a deeper cut now.
Okay, I'm scared because the deeper cuts really work well on TV shows.
So my pick with the number 4 pick is the Peaches scene in The Summer I Turned Pretty, which uses Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones, which I love, but feels a little outside of time with the show.
Yeah.
And I thought you replace it with a song Fine Line. And I think that will be very cool of those 2 gazing at each other. And it's where are things going between the 2 of them? Will be a fine line. And it's
okay, I like that.
And it's, there's a lot of lyrics about longing in that and about where do we stand. And I think that is the moment where things really start to get confusing for them.
Yeah.
But then things are also quite sexual eating that peach. I mean, there's a line in there of spreading you open's the only way of knowing you is a line in that. And will be a fine line, I just think will be great. And it also does have that just slow guitar that Wild Horses has to keep the vibe the same.
It's also a moment too where everything kind of changes in that scene. So I do think that is a powerful song in that moment. That's a good pick. I like it. And
you know what? Flirting with your brother's fiance, you're walking a fine line.
You are. That's fair. That's true.
So I know that's a deeper cut, but I just think it'll work really well in the Peaches scene.
Well, I mean, I had the Peaches scene on my list as well. And I went a very different direction.
So are you going to use that?
Well, I guess I can't tell you what song I had there. But I can just say what I had written down as like a thought for the Peaches scene.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't use the Peaches scene anymore.
Yeah.
I had down watermelon sugar for the Peaches scene.
I thought about that, but it's just I looked at that scene again and I was like, that'd be crazy.
It would be so crazy.
So
I know.
hot. That would have gone very viral, but that would have just been like, what?
It would have been too on the nose.
It's so on the nose. It's crazy.
I know. That's why I felt like I could talk about it right now.
I think that would have been very funny, but I don't think it would be.
Yeah. No, it would have made it a little more silly, but he is high off her watermelon sugar.
He certainly is. There's no doubt about it. He could watch her eat peaches all day.
Yeah.
All right. What are you picking with the number 5
it's my
pick?
turn already.
Number 5 pick. Your
all right. I'm going to bring it back
overall.
to an older show.
Okay.
I'm going back to Gossip Girl. In season 3, episode 22, we get a big cliffhanger where Georgina shows up pregnant with Dan's baby. And I think that Kiwi could have been an iconic needle drop here of her revealing she is with this big belly pregnant, and just that drop of I'm having your baby would have been really
in trouble here.
Iconic.
I picked Kiwi for a different Gossip Girl scene.
Oh my God, what scene?
So, I mean, I don't have a backup, so I think I'm just going to tell you right now is my Gossip Girl scene I was about to pick was the Thanksgiving dinner, sweet potatoes are bland, the What You Say. Because I think What You Say was it's iconic when they do it, but it is kind of jokey because it's already happened on the OC and SNL had parodied it. And so I thought if you put Kiwi in for that, of just like, it's none of your business, where it just feels so chaotic as everyone's trying to talk over that chaotic song. Yeah.
That could have been good.
But what you have is great with them having your baby.
I mean, it's obviously very like on the nose, but I feel like that's kind of Gossip Girl at times. And it's also like a funny moment, even though she's revealing she's pregnant with his baby, which turns out not his baby. But that's why it's a very kind of like Georgina moment that I think this song would have been really like fun in it. And the song that plays is Under Pressure.
Yeah.
So I just thought that could have really worked in that moment.
It's a great pick. You took Kiwi off for me, which I really wanted to use.
Kiwi is like a fun song. Like, put it in a show, people.
Yeah. I think I have to pick this next one just to get this song off the board.
Okay, I'm scared.
Even though I'm picking the same show again, I am picking The Summer I Turned Pretty. I had 2 scenes for it, but I think this will work. Is when Conrad tells Belly don't marry him on the beach.
Okay.
And they play James Blake's cover of Billie Eilish when the party's over.
Yeah.
And I would replace that with Falling.
Oh, God, I'm so mad Falling's off the board. No.
Because what am I now? What if I'm someone you don't want around? Like, just I'm falling again, though, for Belly. Could be, is she falling for him or falling apart? Like, it's just, it would work, I think, really well of her in tears leaving that beach.
I'm so mad. That is so good. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
That would have been iconic. And to be honest,
I like
that song was I thought that James Blake song was a little weak in that moment. I'm sorry.
No, I get what you mean, because it's a cover.
Well, and I think maybe they didn't want the song to override the moment.
That's probably true. But I think this would go well with it.
I mean, Falling, I can't believe hasn't been in a TV show.
I know this would. Well, it is now. In my re-edit of The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's in the Don't Marry Him.
That's a good one. That's
Don't
a
be
great
with him,
pick.
be with me.
I'm like mad I didn't think about that. Like, what was I thinking?
Speech.
Why didn't I do that?
The big Conrad speech.
So I'm mad Falling's off the board because my idea for Falling, since it's such a sad, like, deep song. There's a moment in One Tree Hill where Brooke finds out that Lucas and Peyton kissed in the library, and they didn't tell her about it. And she gives the most heartbreaking speech I have ever seen on a TV show. It's like this iconic moment in One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
And she's like, I am not pushing you away, Lucas. I am holding on for dear life, but I need you to need me back. And it's such a good moment. And I just thought that, like, the lyrics of Falling are just, like, so good for that moment of, like, I'm falling again. Like, she's been here before with them. And
it's a great song. It's why I wanted to get off the board. I was like, this is going to work too well with too many shows. I have to get Falling.
It's a great song. I'm mad you got that off the board.
Wow. Okay. We each have 2 picks left. How are you feeling about your lineup right now? You've got Aperture in Heated Rivalry Club Scene, As It Was, Belly and Conrad at Michael's, Kiwi, The Gossip Girl pregnancy reveal. I've got Scott and Kip montage, Late Night Talking, The Peaches Scene for Fine Line, and the Don't Marry Him Conrad speech on the beach to Falling.
I'm getting a little nervous because I'm running out of options here that I've written down.
I'm taking some songs off the board. We are fighting hard for these songs.
I mean, I'm like freaking out a little bit here.
You freaking out? You're going to have to call a timeout?
I really only have like 2. We have 2 things left and I have 2 options. Like,
oh my gosh. It's gotten thin.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be in terrible trouble, but I think the Fine Line thing helped me a lot because it was such a deep cut.
Your last 2 picks were really good.
Thank you. All right.
I mean, all of yours were good, but
all of yours are good too.
Yeah. We're picking more of the same songs than what I thought, to be honest.
All right, it's your pick, right. Number 7.
All right.
She doesn't know what to do.
I don't know if I should take this song off. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I don't know if you'll have this song though on yours, but we'll see. I'm gonna go. I'm saying in Cousin's Beach. I got one more this summer I turned pretty that I gotta do. Because his songs work really well for that show.
The Summer I Turned Pretty, a show we loved, what we think is a very smartly written young adult show, is just so many great scenes for like needle drops. It is a needle drop kind of show. And I mean, again, they had 30-some Taylor Swift songs in that show. Yeah. Like, this is a show that knows how to execute a needle drop. So there's a million moments. I get it. We could have done just Summer I Turned Pretty with this draft.
I know. We probably could have. Okay. I'm doing the Summer I Turned Pretty. The final scene where Belly and Conrad return to Cousin's Beach.
Yes. So this is after the Out of the Woods.
Yeah.
This is
I can't change Out of the Woods.
This is whatever that weird. I still think that scene's very weird, where it feels almost dreamlike, where she's in like the yellow dress or whatever, and they're back at the house. Yeah.
So the song that is playing in that moment is a Phoebe Bridgers song. Love Phoebe Bridgers. It's called Scott Street. But I just feel like it wasn't a big moment for this like final scene.
I get what you mean.
So I am drafting Love of My Life for that moment.
Wow.
Because it's the moment where Belly is returning to Cousin's Beach, which you could maybe say the love of her life.
Yeah, absolutely.
After she was lost for a bit.
That's a good pick. I thought you were going to do a One Direction song when you were like, I don't think you have it on your list.
Yeah, I just didn't think you'd pick Love of My Life.
No, I wasn't going to. It wasn't on my list.
I should have saved that for last then.
Sorry, babe. But I think that's a great moment. I know what you mean about an ending sequence. You kind of want the big sweeping song.
And that Love of My Life is a sweeping song. And look, the lyrics don't fully go with like all of it, but
that's okay. It doesn't have to be on the nose.
There's interpretations too that it's about like London, the love of his life that he wasn't able to go to for a long time with being on tour.
Yep.
So I do think that her returning to Cousin's Beach, that could have been a really great song for that moment. And also, you could interpret it as the love of her life, Conrad, is there too, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought, missed opportunity, Jenny Han.
I like it. A Harry Styles stand, it would have been great.
Yeah.
No, it's a great one. Because you're right, I couldn't even remember what the last song was in that. Again, I like Phoebe Bridgers, but it's like I just couldn't remember. Yeah.
I mean,
so I do think an iconic
Woods.
Harry would have been great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Out of the Woods before that, and I
don't
think
really
that's
remember
kind of
anything
what they
after Out of the
chose
Woods,
as the iconic song. But yeah.
Okay. All right. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. My fourth pick. Let's see.
I'm so nervous.
Strategic. I think this will aggravate you sufficiently, so it'll be the pick.
Oh no.
We're going with To All the Boys I've Loved Before, which I think counts because it's a TV movie.
We've covered it on this podcast.
The final shot in that is them kissing on the lacrosse field. And I don't think you know what song plays because it's a song called Cool Out, which was not a very big song. And I do think this could end with a much bigger, happier note after everything they'd been through in that movie.
Yeah.
So I put What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction.
Wow.
To end. To all the boys. Mostly has understated songs throughout. That are very vibey and very cool. But like, I think to end with something so big and like crowd pleasing gets you applauding would be a great way to end it. Of them kissing on the field and the big zoom out as they walk away.
I like it. I do think they needed a bigger song there because that's not really the song that you think of when you think of To All the Boys. We think about that song when they're driving up that mountain.
Yep.
Like, I Like Me Better When I'm With You.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting choice. I would not.
I only think of that. Yeah, I Like Me Better.
I probably would have picked a different One Direction song for that.
What would you have picked? Wow, you're really criticizing my draft here.
I am. No, I do like that. That's like a big song. I still love that song. I maybe would have done like a You and I. If for One Direction song.
I just was thinking of the chorus when it hits right there.
I know.
Just like you light up my world like nobody else, like as they do the big kiss.
And I'm thinking, you and I.
Well, okay. She doesn't love that one. She thinks I biffed it. She thinks I blew my draft.
No, I think it's good. I'm excited to see it in the edit.
No, I'm excited to do it. All right. Your final pick. So let's just do your final pick and then we'll recap everything.
All right.
Let me type it into the
final pick, I think, is a big scene in the teen drama universe that doesn't have a big needle drop. So I'm adding one in. It is from Gilmore Girls, season 3, episode 20. And it is Rory and Jess on the bus when Rory gets up and leaves. And it's basically like Jess leaving her. It's a heartbreaking scene.
Mm-hmm.
He is leaving town and he doesn't tell her. And I'm drafting To Be So Lonely in this moment.
It wasn't on my board. I feel good about my final pick now. I survived.
And in that moment,
I was sweating over here.
I'm shocked you didn't pick To Be So Lonely because that is such a good TV show song, I think.
Yeah.
And I will just say, To Be So Lonely, I could probably do a fan edit to Jess Mariano with To Be So Lonely. It's the perfect song for him because it's like he does love Rory in this moment, but he has a lot of growing up to do. And the line, "Don't blame me for falling, I was just a little boy."
Mm-hmm.
Oof, if that is not Jess Mariano. And all we get in that scene is some la la la's. So
it's a great one.
Take out the la la la's and put in some Harry.
I love Gilmore Girls. I really do want to go back with you one day and just watch it all because I've only seen no consistent season. I've seen just lots of episodes over the years. And so I would like to just go back and watch it because I didn't put it on my list because I just didn't feel like I had the full comprehension of the show to do it.
And it's not really known for its music.
No, it's always that wispy, like.
Yeah, la la.
Yeah, that's
that wasn't even it. I didn't even do the la la la's right.
You were closer than me. No, great pick. Yeah. All right, add it onto the sheet while I do my final pick.
Okay, final pick. What is it?
Final
pick. Lay it on me.
All right, let's see. I have 2 options left to pick from for this final pick. And
Watermelon Sugar still on the board.
I'm not going to pick it. I'm going to pick a show called Dawson's Creek.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a scene where Pacey and Joey dance, and he says,
yes,
I remember everything. And the
yeah,
song
I'm very
playing
familiar with
under
this
that
scene
is My Invitation by Sarah Slean. And I thought, what if they were dancing to Adore You by Harry Styles?
Oh, that's good.
And I think that would be very cool because it can just be lightly playing underneath the whole thing that's happening and feels very much like something that you would probably dance at nowadays.
I love that. Also, that's a really good song like for Pacey in that moment. Just Let Me Adore You. Yes. Oh my God.
She's going to be in tears when she sees that edit.
That's so good. I love that.
So that's my final pick.
God.
Because I just think for that to be such an iconic scene, like, I don't think most people could name the song playing. And again, I know that like a lot of times it's about letting the story and the performance and all that, like, but I just think that would be very. But it's like
imagine that moment with like a song like that underneath. It just elevates it. It doesn't need to like,
even
take
if it's
away
light,
from
even
it.
if it's light underneath.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, that's our draft. I am excited for us to put our edits together and put them out and see who wins. Who are you going to vote for?
Too.
Team Jillian or Team Tyler on the Harry Styles Needle Drop draft? Do you want to do a recap of everything we picked? You name yours and then I'll read mine.
Okay, so I drafted Aperture for the heated rivalry club scene.
Yep.
As it was for Belly and Conrad shopping at Michael's.
Mm-hmm.
Kiwi for Gossip Girl when Georgina shows up at Dan's place pregnant.
Great one. Yeah.
Love of My Life for the final scene of The Summer I Turned Pretty with Belly and Conrad. And To Be So Lonely for Gilmore Girls with Jess and Rory on the bus and he leaves her.
That's a great lineup. The only thing better than that lineup could be this lineup.
Oh my God.
Is again, it's interesting. We picked 2 Summer I Turned Pretty between the 2 of us. Yeah. So my first
was the number 1 drafted show out of this.
My first one is Heated Rivalry, the Scott and Kip montage to Late Night Talking.
That's good.
Number 2 was the Peaches scene from The Summer I Turned Pretty to Fine Line instead of Wild Horses. The Don't Marry Him speech by Conrad to Belly in The Summer I Turned Pretty to Falling. To All the Boys I Loved Before, the ending kiss, What Makes You Beautiful. And Dawson's Creek, I Remember Everything. Pacey and Joey dancing to Adore You.
That's a good lineup. I'm really excited. Out of your list, what I'm most excited to see in the edit is Fine Line to the Peaches scene.
I think it's going to be fun. I think you're going to like the Fine Line. I know it's a deeper cut. That wasn't even on your list, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm like most excited for that one because I didn't have to be competitive about it.
I think it's going to be fun. And I do think it's fun once in a while when it's like a recognizable musician to be like, oh, what's the song again? Like, I think that's always fun.
Also
that
just love that.
TV.
Well, I love that too because it's like they are walking a fine line in that moment.
They are.
So you can really like I just think that really is kind of iconic of what you'd be saying with putting that under there.
What
was your favorite out of mine?
Sorry, she's fishing for compliments.
I gave you one. Now you
Aperture,
have to give me one.
Aperture in the club scene. It's going to be amazing. It's going to look so cool.
Yeah. This was fun.
And the We Belong Together. Wait, did you have any honorable mentions you wanted to say that you almost picked, or did you use your whole list?
I mean, I really went through. Yeah, I went through majority of my list that I had. I did have for the Vampire Diaries season 6 episode 22 when Damon and Elena are saying goodbye in a dance scene, and it's just like a very big moment for the show because it's Nina Dobrev's last last moment. I thought Sign of the Times would have been really good in that.
Yeah. Well, neither of us used Sign of the Times. I think it's just because it's already so good. But it's already so good in The Summer I Turned Pretty. But yeah, that would have been a good one too.
I think that's why I didn't want to draft it, because I'm like, we already have Sign of the Times in that huge moment for The Summer I Turned Pretty. But it would have been a really good song in general for the Vampire Diaries. I could have seen them using that.
Yep. My honorable mention is, like I said earlier, Scott and Kip on the Ice. I just don't know. It's already so iconic with that Wolf Parade song. I didn't want to touch that. The other one I thought about was the montage at the beginning of Heated Rivalry between the 2-year montage of Shane and Ilya. That's like to my, it's to Feist, My Moon, My Man, where it's like, take it slow, take it easy on me. But I just thought that was really good, the way they use it. So I didn't want to use that one. Let's see. Oh, the other one I thought about, my backup for Fine Line was Belly and Conrad dancing in France in the final ep by the river. It's just like I Only Have Eyes for You is playing. And I just feel like to hear like Fine Line or something would have been
That would have been good too.
Did I have anything else? I looked at Nobody Wants This, but I think the Francis and the Lights is so good, where they bring that back, their first kiss, to like the finale. And I looked at the What You Say, the Hide and Seek song in the OC, but
you can't replace it.
You can't beat that.
You can't. I know. I was like, it would be really fun to like see this song replaced, but you just can't. It was too big of a moment. We can't mess with that.
My Break Glass in Case of Fire by like Crazy One that I was like, I don't think will be on there. That was like, if it's an emergency, I was going to use People We Meet on Vacation when Poppy and Alex are dancing in New Orleans to Paula Abdul. I would have switched that to Music for a Sushi Restaurant.
I thought about that too.
Yeah.
That I was thinking about that. Or I was thinking of What Makes You Beautiful for that moment. Because it's just such like a fun song. And it feels like maybe something like a song Poppy would have really loved and maybe Alex wouldn't have loved. So I thought that could have been really fun.
That would have been fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Fun draft.
Yeah. This was fun. This was like a dream come true for me to just be able to talk about Harry Styles.
I gotta say, I was sweating when
you
picked Kiwi, because I was like, I'm gonna run out of songs.
We had a lot of similar ones, I will say.
Yeah. This is fun. Watch the fan edits we make.
Yeah, please watch. Let us know who won. Be sure to vote. And be sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Hit that follow button on Spotify. They're yelling at us that we don't have enough followers. So please follow us on there. And on Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars.
It's not that we don't have enough followers. They just say for our listens, we should have more followers. They're like, you're not asking people enough.
Yeah, Spotify is telling me I need to ask people to follow me. So here I am. Please follow us.
Begging.
And rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And follow me on social media at previouslyon_teentv on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and buy our merch on Etsy. Thanks for listening.
Bye.